Is there a connection among chupacabras and the various small, vicious flying monsters that have terrorized unsuspecting people around the globe for decades? Here's what they look like and what they've been up to. Number 5. The Creature from Hell. The full moon rose above the mountain in the cloudless night, shining like a pale yellow lantern into the farmer's bedroom. But that is not what awoke him. It was the chickens. Their panic cries had awoken him before, and it meant they were under attack. Wild dogs had gotten into the coop, the farmer thought, or perhaps a wolf. He leapt from bed, grabbed his shotgun from the bedroom corner, and hurried outside. He checked the gun for cartridges as he jogged barefoot past the long, soft shadows cast by the moonlight toward the chicken coop. The predator will die tonight, he thought. As he pushed open the small door to the coop, he burst in and took aim. But he did not shoot. Instead, he froze, his senses overwhelmed by the sight before him. Several chickens lay dead in the dirt around the clawed feet of a creature the farmer had never seen before. This was no dog, no wolf. It stood on 2 feet at about the height of a small child. It had dark, scaly skin and a ridge of porcupine-like spines running across its head and down its back. In its short arms ending in sharp claw-like hands, the creature held a chicken to its mouth. It was not eating its prey, but seemed to be sucking the life from it. It turned to face the farmer, its red eyes blazing, and dropped the chicken to the ground. It hissed, baring its large, blood-stained fangs. Then, it screeched an unearthly, terrifying noise that drove the farmer backward into the doorway. The creature with its front claws dangling hopped like some mutant kangaroo toward the farmer. Dumbstruck, he stumbled backward out of the coop as the creature hopped past him with another deafening shriek. The farmer was knocked to the ground and he could feel rough, scaly skin of the creature as it passed, and felt the warm, sickening smell of its putrid breath on his face. The creature sprung onto the roof of the coop, spread short, dark, bat-like wings, and with 2 bounding hops, flew away into the darkness. It was only then that the farmer remembered he had his shotgun. He brought it to bear, but it was too late. The creature from hell had disappeared with one last shriek that echoed off the distant mountains. Number 4. Red Lights. Let me tell you the story of my encounter with what could have been the famed chupacabra, also known as the goat sucker from its reported habit of attacking and drinking the blood of livestock. Late one evening I let my dog Jessie outside to pee. It was a nice warm evening, so I stepped outside to check out the stars. As I stepped outside onto my deck, I saw 50 feet to my left what looked like red fire or a small red flame in some bushes, but the bush wasn't being consumed. These bushes line a 3-foot-high rock wall that parallels the condos and with a steep 100-foot incline just feet behind the bushes. The red dots were too small and not spreading, so I immediately discounted any burning bush or God wants to speak to me theories. Curious, I walked barefoot onto the grass to go check it out. I got to within 2 feet of the 2 red lights and I still couldn't figure out what it was. But the best way to describe the color is that they looked very similar to a red laser pointer, only much bigger. The lights were perfectly symmetrical and separated by a distance of a few inches apart, and they appeared to me to be the eyes of an animal. I stood there motionless for another couple of minutes waiting to hear a rustle in the bushes, but I heard nothing and I saw nothing. I then quickly went into my condo and retrieved a flashlight. I went back to the bush, shined the flashlight, and saw nothing. Whatever it was now gone. I was very disappointed. I didn't figure out what the heck it was. If it was indeed a chupacabra, I missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Of course, there is probably a much more rational explanation for what I saw. I've used every ounce of my computer engineering brain to figure out what this was. I googled every conceivable combination of red lights, animal, red eyes, creature, etc. Nothing. Number 3. Possible explanation. Madeline Tolentino spotted an alien-like creature from her window in 1995. Within days, stories linking the sighting to cases of butchered livestock drained of all blood started to appear with increasing frequency across Latin America. While some accounts described the beast differently, the most common features of the chupacabras were that it had large eyes, long claws, spikes along its spine, and that it was between 4 to 5 feet tall. But in the early 2000s, the descriptions of the beast morphed and became less alien. In these more recent accounts, the monster was described as being a large, hairless dog-like animal that walked around on all fours. The legend again entered the public eye after mangled bodies purportedly of chupacabras were found near slaughtered livestock, but it was soon discovered that many of the animals were coyote, dogs, and one bizarre case, a fish. Number 2. Battle on a Ranch. Ranchers in Paraguay are on edge following a series of livestock attacks that one witness insists are the work of the infamous Chupacabra. The strangeness began earlier this month in the town of Los Cedrales when farmer Francisco Molines was drawn outside by the unrelenting barking of his dog. Armed with a rifle and a flashlight, the curious man found the source of the commotion when he reached a pen where his sheep are kept. Molines first discovered that one of the animals had been attacked by a predator and suffered a gruesome wound on its neck. Wondering what could have done this and if the predator was still around, he flashed his light around the pen and upon reaching a corner of the enclosure was astounded by what he saw. According to Molines, there was some kind of 3-foot-tall creature that resembled a bug and sported ominous-looking red eyes. Despite firing a few shots at the oddity, the mysterious creature was seemingly unfazed and even attempted to go after Molines. Fortunately, his shotgun-toting son was nearby and continued blasting the beast, which caused it to flee the scene with a pair of angry farmers in hot pursuit. We looked for him everywhere, Molines told a local media outlet. We wanted to hunt him down to show people this monster. I did not believe in this before, but now that I've seen, I know there's a Chupacabra. Although Molines may be convinced, not everyone is convinced that the notorious Chupacabra is behind the attacks that have claimed the lives of over 30 sheep in various communities in the area. Some suspect that the mystery animal could be a jaguar or a similar big cat, but hunters who are trying to track down the creature say that they found footprints which do not look feline, raising the eerie possibility that perhaps the Chupacabra really is prowling around Paraguay, feasting on livestock. Number 1. Are Chupacabras real? Physical descriptions of the creature vary. It is purportedly a heavy creature, the size of a small bear, with a row of spines reaching from the neck to the base of the tail. Eyewitness sightings have been claimed in Puerto Rico and have since been reported as far north as Maine and as far south as Chile, and even being spotted outside the Americas in countries like Russia and the Philippines, but many of the reports have been disregarded as uncorroborated or lacking evidence. Sightings in North Mexico and the southern United States have been verified as canids afflicted by mange. According to biologists and wildlife management officials, the Chupacabra is an urban legend. I'd be inclined to agree as I see no concrete evidence of a Chupacabra being anything more than a myth. I am Cryptid Creep, and this has been another Top 5 Creepiest Cryptids.